is a list of 5 of the most notoriously haunted locations in Oswego, New York. Number 1. County Road 57. In the spring of 1898, an Oswego man named William Cooper returned to his family farmhouse on County Route 57 after a night of heavy drinking. After getting into an argument with his wife, William loaded a rifle and attempted to shoot the woman. Mrs. Cooper managed to escape with their young daughter and ran to a neighbor's house for help. When William arrived shortly after, it's believed that he first shot and killed the neighbors who attempted to protect his wife. Then, according to an article published in the New York Times on June 25th of 1898, he turned the rifle on Mrs. Cooper, their daughter, and then finally himself. Ever since, motorists on County Route 57 and several other nearby roadways have reported witnessing the spirit of a woman and a young girl wearing old nightgowns running barefoot down the road. Others report feeling sudden cold spots and feeling the presence of an unseen entity. Number 2. Fort Ontario State Historic Site. Fort Ontario in Oswego, New York was constructed in the early 1700s as a trading post, and in 1727 was commissioned by British troops as a military outpost. The fort was destroyed several times over the course of the American Revolutionary War and War of 1812, and was used by the United States as an active military base until 1940. In 1756, Fort Ontario was captured by a group of French and Native American soldiers. Historians estimate that over 100 British soldiers were killed in the attack, and many more were executed after the battle. The fort was destroyed in July of 1778 after being abandoned by British troops, and was rebuilt in 1782. During World War II, the fort was also used to house Jewish refugees fleeing from Europe. Many tourists visiting Fort Ontario report witnessing the spirits of former soldiers dressed in old military uniforms, as well as hearing disembodied voices, yells, and the sounds of children laughing. Others report experiencing cold spots as well as a variety of other unexplained paranormal phenomena, such as feeling the presence of an unseen entity or hearing the sounds of cannons and muskets being fired in the distance. Number 3. Oswego Players, Inc. Also known as the Francis Marion Brown Theater, the Oswego Players in Oswego, New York, was constructed in 1903. It is said to be haunted by the spirit of a homeless man who allegedly died in the basement. Audience members at the theater also report witnessing the spirit of a woman carrying a candle, while also experiencing other unexplained paranormal phenomena, such as hearing disembodied voices and feeling the presence of an unseen entity. Number 4. Riverside Cemetery. Established in 1855, Riverside Cemetery in Oswego, New York is said to be haunted by the spirit of a young boy who drowned in a nearby pond. Visitors report encountering the boy's apparition as well as hearing the sounds of disembodied voices and laughter. Others report feeling cold spots or feeling the presence of an unseen entity. Riverside Cemetery was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1993. Number 5. West Pierhead Lighthouse. Constructed in 1934, The West Pierhead Lighthouse in Oswego, New York, is said to be haunted by the spirits of 6 United States Coast Guard sailors who were killed after crashing their boat into a nearby breakwall. On November 30th, 1942, a large blizzard descended onto Lake Ontario and the West Pierhead Lighthouse, where boatswain's mate First Class Carl H. Jackson was stationed for duty. After being stranded at the lighthouse for 5 days, a small break in the storm allowed for a rescue attempt. A crew of 8 men was dispatched to the lighthouse to deliver supplies and replace Carl Jackson with another guard. The crew arrived at the lighthouse and was able to successfully deliver the supplies as well as retrieve Carl Jackson, who was replaced with a different guard. Upon beginning the return trip, however, a large wave struck the 30-foot-long vessel, causing it to slam into the lighthouse with enough force to cause the engine to stall. The ship was then left powerless against the 60-mile-an-hour winds, pushing it slowly towards the lighthouse's eastern breakwall, which it eventually met with such force that 6 of its 8 crew members were killed instantly, including boatswain's mate First Class Carl H. Jackson. According to legend, their spirits are said to haunt the lighthouse, and guests frequently report witnessing apparitions and glowing orbs at night. Others report hearing the disembodied sounds of men screaming, as well as feeling the presence of an unseen entity. That concludes my list of 5 notorious haunted locations in Oswego, New York. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit like and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more creepy videos and other content. To see my full list of folklore tales and haunted locations in New York, check out the link in the description, and be sure to follow ghostquest.net on social media by clicking the links below. To check out more of my creepy videos, click the thumbnails shown on the screen.